Everybody has such a wonderful life, but poor old me. Or you can choose to be happy. The poorest person has a smile on their face. I used to get extremely upset with everything I heard, with everything I saw, with everything that was happening in my life. And it seemed as if God had gathered all of his, whatever he darts at us, he does, right? He throws, you break your leg, you get a bad stomach, you get a bad husband, you get a bad wife, whatever he does. It seemed as if everything was coming my way. It was all, everybody else seems to have a great life. Everything is fine in their life. They're posting pictures in front of, Eiffel Tower. They're going to the Eiffel Tower. They're going on a cruise. They're having good drinks. They're going to eat at a bar. Everybody has such a wonderful life. But poor old me, I'm always sad and I'm always miserable. And I realized it's just attitude. And when you meditate, when you learn to breathe and when you learn to meditate, what changes is your perspective. Now, our perspectives are all different. Now, y'all are all looking at me dressed in this mauve color. And some of you are saying this color doesn't suit her at all. Some of you are saying, I love this color. I should buy something. So if I wore something like that, it would not suit me. I've never worn purple in my life. So many people are looking at me and thinking individual things, right? Something about it that you like or you don't like, And I'm still wearing purple, mauve. There we go again. It's what we call it, right? Someone calls it purple, someone calls it lilac, someone calls it mauve. Nothing is either right or wrong. We tend to always try to label this moment. And we want this moment always labeled fabulous, super, excellent, better than anything. For this moment to be fabulous, super, and better than anything, all your other moments in comparison have to be horrible. Am I right? Because if two things are equally fabulous, you can't call one fabulouser than the other, right? It's okay. It's what's happening. It's what's expected. It's only because you know what it's like not to have that state of mind, or not to have that drink, or not to have that chocolate, or not to have that dessert, that when you have it, it's fabulous. Similarly, wealth is just like that. For one person to be wealthy, millions of others need to be in the grip of poverty. Very poor. How do you get kings? How have kings existed all over this, all through time? How do you get oligarchs? How do you get industrialists? All the big names, Rockefeller, Vanderbilt, all these names, on the backs of people that have died for them. People have been extremely poor. So when you're considering your life to be miserable, consider this. You're forgetting how you've had happy times in your life previously. This is your worst time. So compared to all that, now I'm down here. And I ask you one question. What do you want? What do you want from life? Do you want to be extremely wealthy? Do you want to be extremely famous? Do you want to be extremely everything? You can have that, or you can choose to be happy. You can't have it all. Nobody gets it all. And that choice of happiness is something that is so natural to you. It is your natural state. It is how you are, then you cover it up with greed and, pride and how you look and how my dress is and, how wealthy I am, what kind of a job do I have. All these things are covering up the essence of who you are. You let those things, you peel them off like you peel an onion, and there it is. You can be happy amidst the most miserable circumstances if you just know how to recognize that state. It's something you kind of drop into. It's something you'll recognize from constant meditation. Where life is not, it's not that during meditation your problems went away. They did not go away. Your problems were always there, but you were not thinking about them. You just did not think about them at that time. That's why you feel so relaxed and so complete, so complete in the moment. In meditation, it's not that your thoughts don't come. The thoughts that tell you that, tomorrow you're going to lose your job. Oh, tomorrow your husband's going to run away with a young girl. All these things that bother us, right? Those thoughts come. But you're just sitting in that moment and doing nothing about it. And that's that natural state of happiness. And that's the only way you can access that is if you meditate, because you cannot access the mind with the mind. You cannot say, oh, find me the happiness, and expect you to find, because all the mind is going to throw at you, but this, but that. You could be happy, but you could get a better job. You could buy a bigger car. You could, use some better makeup. You could get a better friend. You could be in that group. You could be in this club. So many things that you don't have. So many things that you don't have. I tell you, go anywhere away from this country. Anywhere. Pick any place, not urban. Pick something that's rural. Go to Peru, go to India, go to Africa. Everybody has nothing and they're extremely happy. They're extremely happy because the things that make you happy in this country is all about what you can possess, what you can own, what you can show, right? Whereas in other countries, it's about what they are. They're just happy to be. The poorest person has a smile on their face. The lady sweeping the street is giving you a tip of her, saying, we say namaste in India, with a smile. With a smile. The man who I bought medicines from in India, I bought it from him for 40 years. Okay, he doesn't own a pharmaceutical company now. He's still running that same store. The same store he ran 40 years ago. He's grown old, he's great. But he's still giving the same medicines with the same smile and the same type of energy. You go anywhere, people are happy. It's only here that people are miserable. It's only here because you get this sense right from social media, from people, from everybody else around, that you need something to make you happy. You need peace of mind. Your kids, the kids are running around. They're making so much noise. Grandchildren are wearing you thin. Oh my God, I want that peace of mind. When you have that peace of mind, all you find is a bunch of loneliness. Nobody cares about me. No one's calling for me. To be where you are with whatever there is and still declare, I am happy. Whatever it is. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. It's how you look at it. It's how it affects you. It's how it changes your mood. And trust me, we haven't seen the worst of it yet. There's more to come. As the year unfolds, as the next year unfolds, we have to face a lot. Not all of it is going to keep us happy. It might require different types of action that we were never used to. But to do it for the right reasons and to do it with a smile in your heart, knowing you're doing the right thing. That is priceless. That is priceless. Whenever I step back into this country, I get this urgency to find a job. I've never worked a day in my life. I don't know the first thing about finding a job. I'm so nervous. I've started looking now for a job. And I'm nervous. I've never worked. I don't know what it's going to feel like. I was 2 months in India. I didn't have a job and everybody loved me, gave me respect as if I was the queen of the castle. They respected me just as much. Maybe the people do here too. But what happens is that there's a sense of, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. Something is lacking in my life. And this is something I have to fight. I have to fight. To achieve that sense of happiness, it requires self-effort. You cannot sit and say, I'm unhappy and things are not working out. And, how do positive ideas come here? Positive come here. It's not going to come that way. It's not going to come that way. As soon as you relax and you just let everything go, things tend to fall into place. And it's all okay. I did find a job and it's still okay. Maybe next week I will. And that may be challenging, but it'll still be okay. It'll still be okay. So here's the thing. We all have stuff going on. And some stuff is worse than others. I listen to people's stories. And on the one hand, I'm thinking, oh God, why do they have to go through this? And on the other hand, I'm thinking, how blessed am I that I don't have to face that. But in reality, I am facing that because their story is my story. I am part of it too. I'm part of everything that's happening. I cannot say that this is not my business. Whatever's happening in the world, whatever's happening in your family, whatever's happening in your community, you cannot just shirk responsibility and say, this is not my problem. I'm going to say peaceful. No. We meditate for 2 reasons. The first is to find out what it is that bothers us. Because only in meditation, when nothing else is happening, when you're not distracted by your phone, when you're not distracted by anything, will you realize what thoughts are coming on repeat? Again and again and again. What are the thoughts that are plaguing you? You will not know until you isolate them like that in meditation. Because during the day, until you're completely caught up in a circle, your stomach is hurting, your head is hurting, you won't know that you've been caught up in this cycle of miserable thoughts where you're saying, oh my God, why should this happen to me? Am I going to happen tomorrow? I better wake up early and do the right thing. And whatever it is that we're doing to ourselves, the thoughts build on themselves, one into another. And you don't realize your blood pressure has risen, your breath is rapid, you started feeling a little hot. When all that happens, you say, oh my God, what am I doing to myself? I need to stop these thoughts. But you don't know how. You can't stop a thought by saying, stop a thought. Now I'll ask you to, I always say that to everybody, and it's a common experiment. Now stop thinking of a monkey. Close your eyes. And stop thinking of a monkey. How many of you saw a monkey? Any of you saw a monkey? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. If you make a suggestion like that, you can't take a thought and deal with it with another thought. You have to descend to this level of the heart. That's why I say meditate every day. It's only when you do this that certain pathways open up that allow you to access the thought as it's unraveling before it becomes a thing, before it starts making you stressed out and miserable. That's why you meditate. That's the thing that will let you think of a banana instead of a monkey, and the monkey won't appear. It will allow you to move your thoughts away, gently waft it away. Without maligning and saying, no, I don't want that thought. The more you say no, the more it comes back.
Oh, yeah.
The more you reject it, the more it comes. And the more you embrace it, the more surrender there is to it. The more you feel, okay, this is it. Now what do I do? Isn't that what you want to do? You want to deal with whatever's happening. Instead of saying, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? You need to convert that into, how am I going to help myself? What do I do next? How can I help my neighbor? How can I help my friends? How can I help my community? This is what we need to do. If you think life is miserable, you're doing nothing. You're thinking too much of yourself. Go out and start volunteering. Do something. Get busy. You don't have time to think about how miserable you are. It is the most it's the easiest thought. What about me? It's the only thought you need to get rid of. And you do it by saying, how can I help you? If you say, what about me? You're going to start building that wall around yourself. My problem is bigger than your problem. My worries are bigger than your worries. My situation is bigger than yours. You never understand what I'm going through. You build these walls around yourself and nobody can reach you, nobody can help you. But if you embrace what's happening, then like magic, angels appear. Because there's openings for them to come in and people help you. People help you. When I was 5 months pregnant in Mexico City, I've shared this story many times before. I had a car accident, and I came home. I had an ultrasound. I was 5 months pregnant, so it was like touch and go. It was like you need to rest. And then the doorbell rang, and a lady I had met at a party 5 weeks ago took 2 buses to come to my house, stayed the whole day and cooked me 7 meals.
Wow.
Why? She didn't, she just heard that I had this problem and she came. I mean, we became best friends after that, but it was like, I was thinking to myself, who is this? Why? Who is doing this for me? You know?
An angel.
Who told him?
Yeah.
An angel. An angel. Angels come in different forms.
Yes.
The thing is, we don't recognize them, we don't let them in. What would anyone say here? I don't know you. Please don't come, you're not allowed into my house. Huh? Take out their guns and say, leave now. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. You have to be open to these things. Angels come. Your life is fine. Stop throwing a pity party. It's time now to just break out of that and say, whatever it is, I'll take care of it. You can do it. Nothing comes your way that you can't deal with. You can deal with it. Trust me, you can deal with it. Om Namah Shivaya.